Why is there no sound? There we are. It muted itself. So we heard the video, but it didn't hear me. I'll have to start again. Hello, we're on Tuesday because yesterday we were doing that video. So we've got a new project going that we've mentioned for about 2 years now, that we're going to do professional private photo shoots for that photo of a lifetime. And basically we were running through the motions with the photographer, a lady called Sally, a model that we didn't know, who is Marta, who is a member of the Enjoy Your Horse Club. But I say we don't know her. We've met her on a few courses, but the point is it's not one of us, which is the main thing. So we got a model who knew what she was doing, a photographer who knew what she was doing. We know what we're doing. The horses are top quality. The talent of the horses is top quality. It's not just the horses. We're also going to offer the wolf dogs, the parrots, whatever somebody would like for their tip-top quality photo. And I hope you'll agree at the end there, the end photo was fantastic. Fantastic. And that's only the quick edit. So the idea is that you'll come and you'll have this experience day, you'll get the photo of a lifetime, and then you'll get a print, like one of those big prints that you can hang on your wall and leave your kids. Anyway, there you go. That's why I wasn't here yesterday. I'm sure you'll forgive me, and if you won't forgive me, I don't mind. Lovely. So let's have a little chat. First of all, say hello to everybody. Thank you very much for letting me know there was no sound. Clearly there is now, so that's good. Hello Tina, hello Sarah, hello Beth. Thank you very much for joining. So the main gist of, it's funny, isn't it? Things come like buses. So I was looking through the Enjoy Your Horse Club today. So if you want to join the Enjoy Your Horse Club, it's www.carlgreenwood.club. The Enjoy Your Horse Club is the antidote to the nervous rider pages. If you don't want to be a nervous rider, it's no good going and becoming a member of the Nervous Riders Club. By definition, you are a nervous rider because you are in the Nervous Riders, a member of the Nervous Riders group, the Nervous Riders page. I've got a saying that I say ever such a lot on my rider confidence course. If you want to be a confident rider, simply look at what the nervous riders are doing and saying and thinking, and don't do that. So every time you take an action, I'm going to join the nervous riders page. Is that what a confident rider does or a nervous rider does? Is what a nervous rider does. I'm going to slag myself off, call myself useless, and say that I probably can't mount on this horse with my fat ass. Is that what a confident rider does, or is that what a nervous rider does? That's what a nervous rider does. I'm constantly going to think that my horse is seeing the world other than it is. It's going to see every branch on the floor as a snake. It's going to see every cow as a monster. I'm going to look through the world through my horse's eyes and then be scared of everything myself, including bins. Bins aren't scary. You walk past them quite happily when you're not on your horse. But when you're on your horse, you're going to see them as monsters. Is that what a confident rider thinks, or is that what a nervous rider thinks? This is what a nervous rider thinks. If you think the things that nervous riders think, and you say the things that nervous riders say, and you do the things that nervous riders do, you're going to become a nervous rider. So the antidote to joining the Nervous Riders Club, what do we actually want? You can't think of what you don't want. You've got to think of what you do want. What do you want? Well, I'm hoping that you'll just want to enjoy your horse. You just want to have a nice time. You want to be a confident rider. And when people join the Mounted Division Ultimate, the online one, the 3 months online Ultimate Rider Confidence course, one of the first introductory things that we're saying is, if you got this change of mind, here's a question for you. You can have this first question. If you got that change of mindset that you are after, what would that unlock? What does that mean you could do? So people say, I want to be a confident rider. Okay, got that. You want to be a confident rider. Why? so I can ride confidently. Yeah, okay. Why? So that I can take my horse anywhere. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Why? Where? What are you going to do? What if I wave my magic wand? Have I got a magic wand? Yeah, there's a magic wand. I'm gonna wave my magic. I'm gonna wave my magic wand, and your anxious mindset will be switched by magic into excitement, into thrill, into enjoyment. You're going to get that change of mindset. And when I do, what does that now mean you can do? Where does it mean you can go? Who does it mean you can meet? What would you be saying? What would you be thinking? What would you be doing? Why do you want to be a confident rider? And what it usually ends up with, unless you're a professional, in which case you'll be wanting to win, or a competitive, in which case you'll be wanting to win, and you'll be wanting to earn some money if you come and work with me, then you'll be wanting to enjoy your horse. Most of my audience are leisure riders. And when you say, what would you like to do? It comes down to, I want to enjoy my horse. Whatever it is that you're doing, I want to enjoy it. The other point, look, I haven't even started yet, and I've gone off on a tangent already. This isn't what I was going to talk about at all. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to enjoy our horses. That's the whole point of having them. We want to enjoy our horses. We usually don't have to buy and sell them. Some people do. Some people have to do it so they can earn some money, so they can send their kids to university. But the majority of people want to enjoy their horses. And the thing is, for a start off, as a little side note, you can enjoy your horse now, you know. You're not going to enjoy your horse sometime in the future. Oh, when I'm galloping over the fields with the wind in my hair, then I'll enjoy my horse. You won't. When you get there and you're galloping over the fields with the wind in your hair, you'll only, if you've got that way of looking at things, you'll only be happy when you're galloping over the cross-country course now, but I'm too scared and it'll be all right. If you can trot around now and do some nice scoot rounds, I was talking about this last week. One of my favourite things is to pull a sharp teardrop shape at the end of the long side of the arena at trot. We're trotting along, and we swoop round, and I try and change the leading leg by standing in my stirrups for one, rather than sitting down and bumping for one. Change the leading diagonal, and you can look real smooth doing that. It's one of my favourite things to do. I just sling the horse round, change my leading diagonal imperceptibly, and we're off going back down the other way. It's huge fun. If you could trot a horse, you could, if you wanted to, have huge fun, rather than fall into the trap that some people do, where it's like, oh, I have to do this trotting round in circles before I'm able to canter, and when I canter, I'll be having fun. In the meantime, I hate it. No. You can enjoy your horse now. End off. It's just a one sentence bit of advice. You can enjoy your horse now. Oh, I've just sat up a bit and lost myself on the camera there. Let me just lift this camera up a little bit. Hello. That's not really helped much. Anyway, I'm going to say hello to you all in a minute. So how are we? Is everything working all right? Give me an A1. Stick an A1 in the comments if everything's groovy. Otherwise, put a criticism. I've got the camera. Last week at the Live at 5, it kept dropping internet. I wondered if perhaps the bandwidth was a bit too much for my rural location. So I've put this picture, this camera, there's my magic wand again, on a low resolution. So if it's too low resolution and it's blurry and awful, you better tell me, because it looks okay where I am. And if you can't hear me, you better tell me as well. In the meantime, I'll just say hello. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Jill. Oh, hello, Jill. Hi. Lovely. Oh, lovely. I'm gonna put that up in lights, Jill. that little comment there. Jill came on the Confident to Canter course, as she mentions there. Also even threw in a little buck today just for the poor joyful fun, and it was marvellous. Oh, I'm just bobbing down to read the comments. Just ignore me a little bit. There you are. I'll just. Oh, good. Another lovely comment from Tina. Smashing. So yes. Anyway, things come along in buses. So things seem to come along in threes. So I was looking through the Enjoy Your Horse Club. And the Enjoy Your Horse Club is the antidote to the Nervous Riders Club. So get off the Nervous Riders Club. I feel bad because some people get some nice advice off the Nervous Riders Clubs, and some people get success. But most of the comments, most of the posts are not constructive, shall we say. They're a reflection of the conversations that are going on in riding schools and livery yards around the country, and creating this frame of reference whereby horses are dangerous and they're aiming for your heads. Which is a total opposite frame of reference to what I've grown up in, and every professional rider in every professional sphere. I came into riding through working in the woods. Nobody in the woods has said, oh, well, when I feel safe, I'll pull these logs out. No, they're going to pull the logs out in a safe manner. But the fundamental thing is, we've got a job to do. We're going to do it. We're going to make some money. We're going to go home. No fuss. Just like you do at work, just like you do on the roads, just like you do in so many other situations. There we are. And then I went on to the jousting shows, the live shows. Then I went on to the filming. Then I went on to the photo shoots. In the meantime, I've been working with the CAV and the Mounted Police, and it's all the same. Professional riders who should know more than anybody how safe horses are, or otherwise. Or they should know, and they don't speak in the same way that these nervous rider pages speak. So they probably know something. They probably know that you can look at it in a different frame of reference. They're perfectly usable. They're perfectly harnessable. You can form a partnership, make some money, do some work, go home, which is better than thinking they're out to kick you in. There we are. Anyway. So I've started this page, Enjoy Your Horse, and it's working so well. So I was looking through the comments and the posts just before coming on here, as I do, and there's 4 beach rides, 2 Stubblefield rides, 2 solo hacks. No, it's 4 beach rides, 3 Stubblefield rides, 2 solo hacks after many years, and a partridge in a pear tree. There's no partridge. I just wanted to finish off the counter. Yeah, so there you go. It's just working. Ironically, I was talking last time about balance and how people have this myth that if you're not balanced, you're going to put your horse out somehow. You're either going to break it like it's made of glass, or you're going to give it some muscular lopsidedness, or you're going to upset it, or your lack of balance is going to make it explode and bolt and run away. And I was saying last week, I don't know if you remember or not, that nonsense. Yeah, have you seen a cowboy roping a calf? The calf doesn't stay just between the ears of the horse conveniently. It runs off to the side of the cowboy. And some of those cowboys are quite large as well. They're yanking the thing about. Polo players, they're the same. Myself, trick riding, picking up stuff off the floor. We're balancing people here, there and everywhere. Quite often we're hugely out to the side. And anyway, said all this last week, if you remember. And then on the Rider Confidence course during this week, up the subject came again. And I was really pleased that I had this whole set of examples here ready to go. Because ultimately, the conversation comes down to how much people lie about horses and say whatever they feel like just to, I don't know why they do. They say stuff that just isn't true. If you fidget on the horse, you're going to upset it. If you're unbalanced, you're going to cause it to panic. You're going to put its back out if you mount from the floor. You're going to destroy it somehow if you're unbalanced. A horse can't balance itself if you're unbalanced. Have you seen the way that it twitches when a fly lands on it? What's it going to do when you're on it? What else do they say? Oh, it's the most dangerous hobby that you can do. They say that. Oh, a horse can feel your heartbeat from 3 fields away. They say that. They say anything that comes into their little heads. Oh, if you're frightened, the horse will be frightened. Yeah, sure. We've had 4,000 people at least come and do the rider confidence course. Every single one of them, when it comes to the rearing section, is pooping their bottoms. And on they climb on the horse, and the horse is like, do you want this rear or not? They literally stand there with their ears at half mast going, and I'm at the front trying to give the signal to rear, go, come on, up, 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 up. And they're like, he don't want to, you know. I know, bullseye. I know he doesn't. And then I've got hold of the horse and kind of, would you mind giving it a kick? And so, yeah, we've had people absolutely bricking it, crying with tears, terrified because of some weird stuff that somebody's told them. And then, of course, after they've done it, they're like, that was the best thing ever. And they're asking for their photos. There we are. So I've had 4,000 people. We've got 3 different rearing horses. And one of them was a really spooky horse as well. And nothing, no response to them being frightened and crying and trembling and shaking. And that's another one, trembling. And they're going, well, if a horse feels you trembling, then you're done for. Rubbish. Does that mean nobody could ever ride who's been cold? But when it rains and you start, oh, it's a little bit cold, isn't it? Your horse is going to explode. No, horse doesn't care whether you're trembling or not. Anyway, yeah, it's funny how these things come in waves, but there we are. So we've had the wave of galloping on the beach, which I'm very pleased about. And the advice that is going on the Enjoy Your Horse Club from the other members is so spot on and sensible and above all professional. I've never seen it. No, I have seen it. I've seen it in the Ultimate Rider Confidence Mounted Division page, which is the support page for my online group. Absolutely fantastic. So, and people are getting progress. So they're saying, I am going out doing this solo hack. I am going on the beach. And nobody is doing anything brave. Everyone's just being like, okay, chip away, chip away. It's so dull and sensible. And the trick is 80% of the time you should be enjoying what you can do, and 20% of the time trying to move on in bite sizes so you don't scare yourself, in a bite size that your primitive brain, which has the processing power of a 7-year-old, can do. So maybe put one of the jumps up one hole, but you don't frighten yourself, you don't pull on your brave pants, and then you stay at that until you enjoy it. So that's the second stage. First stage, do your bite size. Second stage, continue to do your bite size until you enjoy it. And once you're there and you're enjoying it, whatever it is you're doing, maybe you're just discovering trot, or just discovering changing your leading diagonal, or just discovering transition into canter. And it's like, yeah, well done. That was super. Well done. It's out of your comfort zone, but not too much. Enough that your 7-year-old can cope with. Super. Your next step is to get out there, do that 3-minute hack, just like you did, but enjoy it this time. And so you work at that for a bit, and then 80% of the time doing what you do, 20% of the time working on that enjoyment. Once that's sorted because you've done it a lot, then you can think about the next step. Maybe do the 3-minute hack twice. Now you've got a 6-minute hack. And then your next step will be to do your 6-minute hack and enjoy it. 80% of your time should be done doing what you can do and enjoying it, and 20% moving on. And if you just stuck to that consistency, not only would you enjoy yourself a lot more, which means you'd want to go down to the stables a lot more, you'd also not be putting on your brave pants, which means you haven't got the fear locking you into the sofa, so you don't want to go in the first place because your goal is, I just don't want to get hurt. Well, who's going to go and ride their horse if their goal is, I just don't want to get hurt? If your goal is to go and enjoy your 3-minute hack, that's 180 degrees different, isn't it? So I'm going to go and enjoy that, enjoy the bluebells or whatever's in season at the moment. Blackberries at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. There you go. So I'm going to get onto the subject that I'm holding this live at 5 on in a minute. You never know. I've been going for 25 minutes already, not even got to it. So I'd like to finish for half an hour. I think half an hour is plenty, don't you? I think so. And so I'm going to get on with the subject at hand, which is horses that are feeling a little bit afraid of something. So I had one question about a dog that runs out and goes bark, 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 and makes the horse a bit afraid. I've got another one about engine noises, specifically VW campers, which is weird, but there we are. Oh no, crumbs. I've forgotten what the third one was. What's the third one? Oh, somebody loading. Yeah, a horse getting nappy about loading. So when a horse is particularly scared of a thing, I had one person say that the horse was always scared of pushchairs. The horse was scared of pushchairs. So one option is to get a pushchair, get your friends with pushchairs, give the horse a job is quite important. If you've seen that from my other streams and videos, give your horse a job. Don't wave a pushchair at it. And Zana's got a great example. She's got some tarantulas in here. They're not in here, they're upstairs. And lots of people are scared of spiders. And she says, don't point your horse at something and go, it's all right, any more than if I got my tarantula. It's a good tarantula, isn't it? I went, look, it's all right. Absolutely prick it. And you'd never go near Zana again. So you don't really want to be just presenting them at the thing they're scared of and going, it's all right. But we've had enough internet men and the flooring man and everything who just come in with a job to do, and they're like, oh, I don't like those, don't let those tarantulas near me, I don't like them. But then they work about them, and then within half an hour they've forgotten that they were there, which is exactly what you want. And then you'd get the horse working just coincidentally a little bit closer to this, that or the other, but his focus is on the work. And that's how you get things used to it. Just a little bit at a time, just in their bite sizes. So a possibility is to get a bunch of pushchairs. That's okay. It's okay. And if that's what you're doing, jolly good. But it's not as good as training it to everything. If you haven't got pushchairs, get it used to bicycles and garden sprinklers and flags and tarps and pillowcases and the wobbly Santas and I think something else you can get it used to. Oh, fire, obviously. I do fire a lot. You can go to firetoys.co.uk. You can get any amount of fire toys that you can wave around. Smoke canisters, we've got them used to that. We've got these bounce cars that they use for photos, which are like silver on one side and they reflect. So if you've got a situation here where I've got the sun coming out the window, a bounce car, look, you can see It just changes the shadows on your face and it bounces the sun. And that's only my hand. So imagine that's a bright silver square. And they put it right underneath the horse and they bounce the light so they can get a better photo and change the shadows and that. So we've got a couple of them hanging about. Umbrellas we train them to that. And really, by the time you've gone through that lot, by the time it comes to a pushchair, the pushchair is just another thing, which is good, but the best is to do those things, to get used to 1,000 other things, and then a pushchair is just 1,001. But crucially, and this is the thing we should be doing, is setting up the relationship where the horse thinks, Carl's got this, he's got me, he's saved my life from the tarp and from the fire toys thing and from the smoke canister and from the wooden horse. When we first got Nelly in and put the wooden horse in there, whew, that was an adventure for some of the horses. But I saved them from that, and I saved them from the garden sprinkler, and I saved them from the bicycles, and I saved them from the cable drums, and I saved them from the drums and the cymbals, and the time that we did the Right Said Fred video and we had all the instruments out. I saved them from that. I saved them from the things that bounced in the air and the things that rolled across the ground and the things that, and all the costumes that we've had over the years. I've saved them from the shields and the lances and the swords and the angry men running at them going, you bounder, you cad, and all the sword fights and everything. We've done a lot. The point is, it's the relationship. It's not even the variety of things that we've done, but it is, because the variety of things we've done has led to this relationship. But everything about my leadership is that I will tell you what to do, you will do it, and you know what, we'll be safe. So sometimes the horse couldn't possibly understand why I'm telling it to move backwards when I go into the stable. It can't understand that, but it does it, because that's our relationship. I tell it to stand perpendicular to the wall when I'm washing its feet. It understands that. That's the relationship. Carl says, I do. So then there's a bicycle. Maybe he's never seen a bicycle like that before. We just did a video in London, music video, and there was a kid on a tricycle, and the tricycle had solid plastic wheels, not rubber wheels, so it kind of went across the pavement. And the horse just, I said it was fine. And the way that I said it was fine was, walk on, you bugger. And the horse is like, oh, Carl says walk on, must be fine. Because I wouldn't be schooling the horse if that tricycle was a lion. So I give the horse the job, tell it what to do, and it does what it does, because we've got that relationship for thousands of times at every opportunity. As soon as I see an opportunity to train, if there's a cement mixer at the RDA next door, I jump on my horse and go out and start doing exercises in the vicinity of the cement mixer. If there's a combine harvester on fire in the field, get your horse, we're going to go and go for a ride and see this combine harvester. Never miss a training opportunity. I can't believe there's people who will avoid a road if there's roadworks there. Embrace it, get that relationship sorted. If there's an opportunity to demonstrate to the horse, it's okay, I've got you, then take that opportunity. That is ultimately, I haven't even seen this barking dog, but I know I could take my horses to it. I haven't even seen this trailer to load into, but I know my horses load into it because I'd tell them it was fine. Tell them it was fine by firmly telling them exactly what to do. If I stand and look in their eyes going, they probably wouldn't like that. And the engines, maybe if I took my horses to see these Volkswagen engines, it'd turn out one of them's got a loose fan belt and it gives a squeal that I hadn't possibly imagined. And I'd be like, oh, that's a big ask on your horse. I know my horses would be fine. I've told it before, my dream is to be asked to to do the pyramid where you got 3 riders, 2 riders standing on the back of those 3 riders and 1 rider standing on top of that. What I would really like to do would be to go down airport runway. We're on the grass, of course, and have an Airbus 380 land beside us doing that. It takes a doing, but I know my horses will do it. I know they do it. There you are. So all you pilots out there, come on, let's get that together. I hope I've been clear. I think I've been clear. If it's not clear, of course, if you're like, hang on a minute, Carl, that doesn't make sense, stick it in the comments. I'll address it next time. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll just say a thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who has commented. If you're watching on replay, don't let that put you off. You can still comment. I'll read it. We'll get to it. Join the Enjoy Your Horse Club. It's fantastic. www.carlgreenwood.club. It will cost you $4.99 a month. It's brilliant. Have a lovely evening. See you later. Thank you for joining me on this random Tuesdays, 5 at 5. Ta-ra.